house.
Our little farting faces.
Hey, buddies.
Were we actually live through all that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what we should do that every time.
Maybe we should. Do you mind if we do that every time? I guess that's counterproductive to ask you with the pressure of like being on stream. I'll ask. I'll put
I
it
don't
in
care
the
what
group
these
chat.
idiots think. I'm just kidding.
I feel like we're pretty consistent.
Oh yeah, it's always like piss talk. I don't know. I'm gonna use the bathroom, or not use the bathroom. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. I've got confused
I
on my
get those
bodily
confused
functions.
all the time. I go into the bathroom, stick my head on the toilet, and then blow my nose. I'm like, ah, damn it, not again.
Oh my god, Nick.
What? No, you.
No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
I'm kidding.
We have a room for that.
I would never bring.
You would bring me.
What the heck?
That's how I'll know I've made it. If I'm rich enough to own a house that has a dedicated fart room.
We call it the Shadow Realm.
You just go in there and it's like being assaulted by Saddam's mustard gas. It's just like,
It's just constantly that sickly sweet Febreze and fart smell.
Oh no!
Oh Christ!
I think that is worse than just like it being like a fart.
Just doo doo.
Yeah.
mixing doo-doo with Febreze.
The for doo doo.
Yeah, for the
F-
Dubreeze.
The Frudu.
Somebody,
Mr. Frudu.
somebody, please.
So,
Can we start?
Somebody, get us out of here.
if only there was like some way we could like,
I think I've assumed the position so that we could.
yeah, like
Could-
eject ourselves
Which position?
somehow.
What?
The position,
Yeah,
obviously.
okay.
Yeah,
Could do what? But do what though?
Well,
somehow.
oh, what's the word for it? It's
Traverse space quickly.
If only someone knew.
There's
If only there was a person.
Yeah.
If only we could just like jump right
Let's
Jump
jump.
into it,
Jump.
bro.
Let's
Jump in. Jump in.
Go confirm that.
You guys know I'm not a natural shouter. That's an uncomfortable position to
That
put
is
me in.
the biggest fucking lie you have ever told on stream.
What?
I lived with you for years and you would just randomly go,
You do yell a lot.
you fucking liar.
But
Is
Nick's
it 'cause-
persona on stream is not that of a yeller.
Right,
That's true.
That's true.
That's
Definitely
his secret
not.
persona that he
His
shows.
fursona, if you will.
His,
His-
okay.
Anyway.
Do you just
When-
like? Are you just naturally like very quiet in like day to day, and
Yeah.
and so like throughout the day, like and you just have to just like a little.
I-
Just gotta let it out.
I think that's more. It's like a fart. Like
Yeah.
you
Just to bring it
like it
full
kind of
circle.
just builds up throughout the day, and I'm like, fuck. My tummy starts to hurt, and I just have to like, ugh, you know.
Just one real quick. Ah!
Okay, I'm alright. It's fine.
Anyway,
So when last we left the Soul Seekers, in his inert state, Rubicon, during the middle of the night, witnessed the departure of the alienist, Alistair Shaw. Great. The wizard had Great. The wizard had... No, stop! Quit doing that!
You're doing great, son.
Okay. Fuck. It doesn't work. I can still see the fucking messages pop up. You guys are bullying me! The wizard had vanished without a word or any indication as to what had called him away. But Alistair was not the only thing to disappear in the night. May woke to a stillness that now seemed alien. No overlapping sights or sounds, none of the crushing weight of time, seemingly curse-free. Suspicious, the group discovered a burgeoning mark of the hand on her shoulder, and fearful that lingering in this state would make it too hard to refuse, a heavy-hearted May accepted Rubicon's offer to cleanse the corruption. As the Soul Seekers resumed travel, The observant among them noticed the world held a strange stillness. No animals had been seen for quite some time. Pushing his awareness out to commune with the land as he had on Mo, Quigrim got the sense that nature was holding its breath here. Patience, fear. Whatever the case, something unnatural had gripped the land between Nero and Lachlan's Rest. The group eventually came to a small roadside cairn, a mark of the Wayfarers, a group dedicated to patrolling the roads of Terminus. As is custom, each of the party members left an offering, something that might be of aid to someone in need on the road. Also at the cairn, tracks were spotted. First those of a deer, and then a humanoid. Transitioning in seemingly the way Rubicon might, deer tracks left the forest, approached the shrine as a humanoid, then disappeared altogether. Pushing further down the road and into the wood, the group came across a herd of deer, and together, Quinn and Nova, their magical means, managed to have a conversation with a yearling who disclosed that there was a grove of protectors deeper into the wood. Hey, little boy, you got stuff to say about it? Led by someone called Tamiel. Speculation passed around that they might be related to Nikita, but the group decided it was best to move on. As sheets of rain fell across the Soul Seekers, Rubicon detected the smell of wood smoke and noted a small cave off the road that could serve as shelter. It turned out that the fire had been gone for quite some time, and a few quick sniffs from DG indicated that the mound of dirt nearby was really a poorly made grave. Shifting to earth, the group investigated the body. Its grotesque form had been warped by the magic of the hand, an artful glyph inscribed on its chest. Quinn, staying on brand, decided to talk to it, and temporarily recalling the spirit, learned that the corpse had been ordered to kill itself by the lilac-eyed girl. May believed this referred to Elspeth Shaw. The corpse also revealed a note in Elle's hand with a plea. The hand cannot be stopped, only starved. After much deliberation, the group resolved to stay their current course, fearing that going in unprepared may turn Nero into a slaughterhouse and give the hand exactly what she wants. Heavy is the hand that offers blood and land. And that's where we're at. Everybody out there and when bullying me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mortal has actually said something very sweet, but
Yes.
if I recall, we were talking about perhaps traveling back to Nero through the long dark, or am I?
You all had discussed that. If I remember correctly, you all decided ultimately to stay the course
Okay.
and to
yes.
continue towards the gut instead.
Right.
That's what I remembered, but also
Yeah, that's what I remember too.
Okay.
us
All right.
discussing.
Then yeah. No, I have rats in my brain. It's okay.
Do you think the gut is literally going to be like Guts from Berserk?
Surely not.
I think it's just a big sentient tummy, like a la Timmy the Tooth.
Like oh.
Like Allah, the tooth.
Oh,
Also,
no.
Johnny, I think you're a little
I'm
quiet.
fighting you guys. We're fighting.
Potentially.
Next time we see each other in person, we're gonna kiss and then we're gonna fight.
Our lips are
It's gonna be
fighting.
It's gonna be a sword fight.
So,
Is it better?
Grace,
at all?
please get us out of here. Grace, go.
wait, Johnny, talk one more time.
Hi, hello.
Yeah, that's
I'm
better.
moving stuff around. Okay.
Okay. So it's pouring rain, pushing evening. Is there anything that you all would like to do? You have about another day of travel left.
Well, I think we might as well stay here.
By the maybe we can dig like a nicer grave for this corpse.
That would be a bad idea.
Sure.
Well, I just want to say that's going to have to be manual. My magic can't move something as
I thought
pacted as
Rubicon
this dirt.
actually- Did Rubicon demove Earth on it last time and bury it deeper? Okay. Sorry, I have a weird phantom memory then. Never mind.
I thought we had a.
There's a
Well,
mold earth to uncover it, but it works with loose dirt.
Yeah,
not,
Right, yeah.
mud.
All right. Well, one of us has to have a shovel, right?
No, not me.
No? Is this Baldur's Gate? When you get to Act 3 and realize you don't have a shovel.
Oh God.
Shit.
Okay.
Confirmed. Do not have a
Well, do we have? May we'll
Uh,
look around the cave for any sort of anything, even like a kind of like spade, like stones. You know?
There's some rocks you could use.
I
Would
well,
it
I
be-
guess I can just
Tell-
okay, hold on. And you just see Rubicon shatter apart and just reform back into we'll go with like what is it?
Be a big badger.
Big a badger. Thank you. I almost said beaver, not a beaver, a badger. We'll be a big old badger and just start
Yeah, in no time, you have dug a much deeper and nicer grave for this corpse. You have taken the page with modify memory and the note
Yeah,
off of it. Yeah, okay, cool.
I put that in my little like scroll case.
Okay. Let's lower it down, I guess.
Okay.
Well, okay.
This is
He kind of
exactly
like
Baldur's
ragdolls,
Gate.
like the arms go.
Should we like say a few words?
Get down in there and like fold the arms and like, you know,
Sure, go ahead.
take a druid craft one of the white flowers and rest it on this particular individual before we bury it.
Okay.
And then
We did not know this gentleman's name, and his only interaction with us was past his mortal coil. But everyone deserves peace, and everyone deserves respect. And so that's what we're doing. So rest well, and I hope whatever god you pray to welcomes you.
So now that
Then I guess we
now
bury.
it's been dug, can you use the magic to put it back? Is that easier now?
Yeah, I can do that.
There you go.
And we'll do that. We'll use mold earth to fill everything back in.
Certainly. Easily done. This is kind of out of the outcropping, so pouring rain the whole time, but you get it done.
Rubicon will kind of have a little flower grow up at the like wherever the headstone would kind of be normally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I feel.
You know what is? Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying I feel a lot better about resting here now. What were you gonna say?
What is interesting about him is that whatever changes took place did not reverse whenever he died. That is atypical.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean to say is, any time that we have fought something or killed it, really, that has been modified by the hand, it turns back into whatever it was. But he was still something. He was like weird, right, Grace? He was
was
like
weird.
grotesque or something.
Yeah, it was gray skin, no real nose, just kind of two holes.
Well, but was that like decay, or was that like he was just like a medical freak?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
do I know do
Was he like a doppelganger? Like
yeah, do we know anything about doppelgangers?
Can I make like an Arcana check
You can make.
or investigation?
The wizard trying to use intelligence-based checks?
Shut up! They already said intelligence.
Man, what would be best for this? I guess just make a Arcana check.
Yay!
Yeah. Or investigation check, I guess.
Well, God, I always roll fucking ass.
That's right for me though.
14.
For Arcana. With a
Well,
14
yeah,
Arcana,
for Arcana, that's true.
you sense that whatever it is definitely some form of undead, but
Sure.
the specifics elude you.
So, well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe the rune was not to transform it, but to control it. I don't know.
Can modified memory remove memories, or does it just change them? I guess it's effectively the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
But
yeah, replace it with whatever, which is, it can be nothing or a different memory of your choice.
but
But the
also,
level matters.
yeah, the level matters. Well, not level. That's how you talk, Quinn. But
Yeah.
Oh, the
So-
spell slot.
Koigram definitely didn't say that. That's Johnny.
it had to have been something within like the last day or so,
Hmm.
unless it was,
It's weird to me that you don't visualize it like that. Like slots, like you're. I don't know. That's just what helps me keep track of everything.
Well, I just
How does it work, really? Like, what do you mean slots? Like
I could go into it, but it's gonna take a long time.
like the people receive mail through like a
No, like you-
mail
like
slot?
it's just like
no. What Quinn means, I think, is like imagine that you have like some gold coins, some silver coins, and some copper
He like
coins.
literally takes out like an assortment of coins. He's like,
Okay.
So like you can buy something for a gold coin, and then that
Ah.
coin is gone.
Okay. Right.
yeah.
But wait, do you all have to pay for your magic?
Some stuff, yeah. Like I've got a diamond that lets
Oh.
cast spells.
So, but what happens when you run out of money?
Yeah, are you
Uh,
out of
you have to
magic?
rest.
You have to rest, and you get more.
Oh, you get
Wait,
more.
you rest to get money?
No,
I kind
see,
of-
this is why I didn't. I looked at May. This is really why I didn't want to get into it.
Well, I mean,
No, I think it. I think I get it. It's you. You have things that cost like a copper.
Yeah.
And is that your molding? Is that your earth movement
no,
thing?
that is
Is it-
it's negligible.
Yeah.
So it's free.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. So, okay, but there are still things that are a copper and things that are a silver and things that are a gold
Sure.
or a platinum.
Right. Yeah.
Stuff above that. Stuff even further than that.
Right. Okay. I was wondering if is there anything above, I guess, platinum in this?
Yeah. There's there'd be 4 more things above platinum.
Oh, you're including electrum. That's a defunct currency that no one uses, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're thinking about. I forgot all about electrum entirely.
Deep
I
cut.
kind of just think about it more as like, these things take a lot out of me, but Gwen has his slots and
Yeah.
whatever works.
It's just really funny that I have the more regimented version. I don't know. I just think that's interesting.
Well,
I think
Quinn,
I'm going to start thinking of my magic in terms of spoons.
That's great.
Theory and magic.
Spoon's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught on to it, Quinn, but I dropped out of school. I was only there for a bit.
Oh. Well, you're amazing at magic though. So like you didn't need it.
Well, that happened here with you guys, not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
but
never even been to
I-
school.
You're basically like Mark Zuckerberg. Like,
Don't make him canon in this.
The crazy Winklevoss
Please.
twins rowing.
Trent Reznor to the soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
Goddamn
Goddamn rowing
fucked
the
over
boat.
Spider-Man hard. Put in the work.
Make Zuckerberg.
Don't.
Is that anything?
Don't.
Metaverse? Metaverse?
No, shut up.
Metaverse?
Everybody shut up.
All right. Sorry. All right. That was all in AU that happens. That's one of the divergent timelines
bro.
that May witnessed
Tech
for a
bro
second
May.
there.
May was actually just like catatonic for like 40 seconds, and that was all happening in her head. She was seeing it transpire.
As she was.
Oh no. Oh, that's super good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop making jokes for real. I apologize. I don't know what's on. I don't know what I'm on today.
Well, you know, we don't have anything. I don't really want to walk in the rain, so
No,
we're going to be.
I think we rest. Yeah.
Well, we might as well take the time to, you know, fill in Rubicon and Nova about everything.
Yeah, I really.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I haven't really known what we're doing, but I'm just kind of glad to be here.
I know, I kind of know, but I still feel like I like not. So if from the beginning, if you could.
Did we never give you a full spiel, Koigrim?
I think you did, but I've forgotten.
Okay. Well, it's always good to have a refresher, right?
Yeah.
And then Quinn just gestures towards May.
Oh,
The talker.
so like May will just go into it, like download all the info to you guys. Every now and then she'll like minor illusion, like a visual aid.
Well,
And
that's
what is
helpful,
she
actually.
describing?
We are describing to fuck.
Koigrim, Nova, and Rubicon.
So the very beginning.
Everything okay?
Well, it just occurred to me that we might not be totally alone.
Oh,
What do you
that
mean?
impression? Oh,
Right.
Right.
We're-
So May would at least explain like the hand, the maw, and the gut, and
Quinn is going to remove. Quinn's gonna remove the ring of mind shielding and give it to May.
Ooh.
well, Quinn, I appreciate that, but I think I don't know. She might just be able to like hear us, you know. Remember, Demetrius could see those eyes that floated around, but
True.
Well-
We're not able to do that.
Technically, they were just invisible, to my knowledge, because
And he like reaches around.
my lantern could see them, and this is. I was told it was a lantern of revealing. It shows things that aren't there or invisible.
well, do you want to give it a wave?
Sure, yeah.
I can't believe I didn't think of it. And we'll just look around the camp.
Okay. As you kind of gestured around, it gets to the dead center mouth of the cave. And there's the blink of a circular image that vanishes as soon as the light touches it.
See.
What was that?
What we're
So
after.
we're being spied on pretty regularly.
Did we happen to catch like any details about it?
What are all of your passive perceptions?
Me pace.
Rubicon's got it, baby. I know
29.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have a 15.
15 as well.
I have
16 for me.
16.
Rubicon, you saw an eye. Blood red shot, veins like pulsing all over. And it almost looked like it was being cupped in two hands this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, just describing what he saw to the group, being like, that's kind of, I don't like that.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
fun.
That's been following us the whole time?
Probably.
Can we, like, I don't know, Nova, can you kill it? Can we swing, like, can we do something
I mean,
about this?
It's gone for now.
For now.
Right.
Koigram, can you check every now and then?
Sure.
I will. For the future, ad nauseum every 10
Yes.
minutes,
Sure,
as
absolutely.
long as I'm awake.
Cool.
Okay. Well,
Developing hypervigilance.
yo, in like 10 years, we're all just gonna be super, super fucking anxious. Like,
This is our Vietnam.
so yeah, so with that, then we'll go into like just kind of like telling Rubicon and Nova everything we've done, everything we've kind of like uncovered and like sort of sussed out about the body boys.
Cool.
Gotcha.
The body boys.
Novacon and Novacon and Ruby.
Novacon
Fuck.
is
God.
That's our
Whoa, that's your ship
celebrity
name.
relationship
That's
name.
ship name?
Ship name.
Ship name.
Nova and Rubicon, do you have any questions for the group as this is being explained to you all?
I mean, I'm sure Rubicon would have questions, but like Zach as a player is already aware of nothing. I think that
For sure.
I think
For Johnny's sake, what was the instigating or inciting incident?
Yeah.
Oh, we were all in an inn in the town that we're about to reach, Lachlan's Rest, and and hellhounds attacked the village. And in fact, it was in that first like combat in which we killed the hellhounds and they reversed having been transformed from like regular wolves.
Interesting.
And also like Emily, if you have any questions about it too, like same thing for Johnny, like I know you guys haven't been around the whole time.
But yeah, pretty much we got set off towards. We went to Mralbach first, I believe, after Lachlan's Rest.
Yeah, so a murder took place.
Yeah.
In Lachlan's Rest, the owner of the tavern. And we kind of like, that's kind of what set us off. We did some investigation. We found a tower that was being used to like transform these creatures. Allegedly. We murdered a guy there. And then came back to town. They were trying to bribe the person who had inherited the inn. One of the Hands agents. We fought her. She ended up being a succubus.
Succubus.
But I don't think she had always been. I think she had also been like transformed.
Yeah.
You know, ascended or whatever.
Sure.
And then from there, yeah, we went on to Mralbach in order to follow the murderer of like the original innkeeper, Minda, and got wrapped up with stuff in Mralbach. We uncovered a criminal organization that was also connected lightly to the Body Boys, somehow offering them like people for blood or something. Then fuck, what did we do after that?
I mean, as it relates to Lachlan's Rest, I think that's a pretty good recap. Is there anything else we're missing? Anything else anyone wants to know?
How long has, I guess, like, Quinn and May been traveling together and stuff, and then in game, like, those two, and then at what time frame did Koigrim join?
Ah, yes.
I was keeping track of this earlier in the campaign, but it got so fucked off convoluted with the Feywilds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've been together for a couple of months.
I think it's been probably like 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe
like,
something like that.
The summer.
Feels about
Or
right, yeah.
you're
Yeah.
now halfway through the summer, so like half spring to half summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just had the summer solstice.
Mhm.
But it's actually a shorter time for us because like time got funny in the Feywilds. We were in the Feywilds for like a couple of days, but that translated into like weeks.
Yeah. I think
Here.
it was like 2
Right.
weeks.
Yeah, I think it was. It was
And
because
then-
we were there for only like maybe 3 days, if that. But
Yeah.
it was well over 2 weeks because Demetrius had like when he came back, like Ophelia was like, "What the fuck? Where are
Where
you?"
have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was enough time to go from 2 members of the Damarcog kidnapped to all of the members
All
of the
of them.
Damarcog kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then I think Koigrim came on board maybe like a week or two.
When you were
It was in Narrow.
you
when
were
we were
about
in Nero.
yeah, you were on your way back to kind of Iam's place.
Yeah.
And that's
I think it was the
Corcoran was
same
looking for
episode we
Iam.
fought Fallon.
That might have
Yeah,
been.
it was.
Yeah.
Or like
Um,
just the one just before.
Yeah, so he kind of just like, oh well, Caiaphas trusts Iam, trusts these people, so I'm gonna trust these people, I guess, at least for
Yeah.
now, and just kind of been running ever since.
And I think that was maybe just like 2 or 3 weeks in.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty early on.
Hmm.
Okay.
Anything
Wow.
else? Awesome. So, is there anything you all wish to do before your long rest?
We're pretty much aware we're constantly being spied on.
Mm-hmm.
Nova would have waited till like just after Koigrim did a little lantern check.
Yeah.
Could we even take advantage to try to feed false information or something at points? Maybe something to consider.
Yeah. Maybe we talk about heading back. Keep the hand
Guessing.
cautious.
Let's
Well, but if she's watching us leave, I mean,
Yeah.
Corcoran will shine it around like really, really retentively for a second, and then kind of go,
Let's say out loud that we're still planning on a fight. So she wants us there. She wants us to come back.
yeah, maybe that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are not planning a fight, correct? We're planning on, because we don't want to give her all that blood. Our plan is
Right.
to get
Yeah.
everybody out.
I think we were going the sneaky peeky route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sneaky peeky?
Yeah, did you not ever play that growing up?
No.
Yeah, it's like one of you well, it can just be more than one, but like you will go sneak away and you'll go like hide somewhere, and then
Oh.
there's one person that goes and peeks. Sneaky peeky.
Okay. We call
incredible.
Play
Alright,
it in
cool.
the dark forest. Play it now, in the dead of night, in the forest.
I'll do it.
With
I'll
demons
turn,
in it. Do
Y'all
it.
never fucking find me. My ass turned into an earthworm and going down.
Did you used to play that, Rubicon?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, how?
Didn't you?
Did you not?
I guess my question is, I thought you were new. I thought you were young.
Oh, I am. Well, as much as I can remember, I am. I've only been here, or here kind of in the metaphorical mental sense of me being conscious. I think my body's been here longer. But I've only been here and kind of with it for just over a year now. About a year.
Oh, okay. So, what were you playing, like in Asteria with kids in Asteria or something?
Yeah, my brother, Elric. Well, I mean, he's not my actual brother. He is a gnome.
A gnome, huh?
Yeah,
How do you spell that?
Elric.
Wilgrim, you're doing great with reading and spelling.
You see his E is backwards.
Well,
but
you know.
but other than that, pretty
Just,
pretty good.
turn that around. That's good.
Is
It goes the other way.
it's not open to the left, it's open to the right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very strange.
I get
and
the
like
left and then right mixed up, but yeah.
he corrects. Yeah, he corrects and he goes,
Whoa. That just
Is-
looks weird.
Rubicon, is your brother still in Asteria?
Oh yeah, he is. He and my dad are well, again, my kind of adopted dad, but yes.
Yeah. You're your dad.
Yeah.
Why'd you leave?
Oh, I thought I mentioned this. Oh, you know how when okay, so I don't feel this. So this I'm kind of going out on a limb here. But you know how sometimes like people have like cravings for food, right? Like someone's like, oh, I really want like a good steak, or I want icy cream. I've heard this is a new thing I've heard about.
Oh, ice cream, yeah.
Ice cream is supposed to be really good. Like I really want to try it. But you know how people have like this craving for stuff? I kind of have that, but in the way that I need to go out into Terminus and do things.
Okay.
Do you know what you're wanting to do?
Nope,
Okay.
Just stuff.
just up. It's like I feel this like it's kind of like this drive, this thing. It's like y'all want to save like the world and kill the hands and like that's awesome. Like I'm super on board for that. But I kind of want to like also go out and I just want to just
Yeah.
yeah.
Do your
Some people call that wanderlust, where you just want to
Wanderlust.
go and see the world, just experience it.
Yeah, I have. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have wanderlust. I want to go out to the world and just experience it and see it, and there's like more to it. But yeah, that's kind of it.
Do you think your brother and dad miss you, or do they know you?
Oh yeah, Elric didn't want me to go, but like, I'm going to go back. Like, it's kind of like going on a holiday. I'm just going away for a little bit, and I'll be back. Plus, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see all these new creatures that I'm going to turn into, and like Elric and I are going to like play hide the sneaky peeky. What is that? What I said earlier? Sneaky peeky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna play sneaky peeky, and I'm gonna be so much better at hiding. Like he could hardly find me before, but now I'm gonna win.
Wow.
What can you turn into now? What all do you know how to be?
Oh, well, there's a variety of things, like pretty much any animal that's in or around Asteria. I went to the beach several times and I saw some really cool stuff there. It's called a whale. I can turn into a whale. That was really cool. It was kind of cool because it was like far away, but like as soon as I saw it, I was just like, yeah, I see you, I get you, and I don't know, I get it. So a lot of any creatures that you can pretty much find in like nice big mountainous area with a little bit of forest and a beach. So kind of like a lot of different animals. But I want to go to that place that's out west with the pyramids that's in the desert. That's
Oh yeah, Zenazar.
yeah, that one. I want to go there. I want to see what's out there too.
Very little.
Oh, that's boring.
Well, the cities are nice, but if you're looking for animals, I'm afraid you'll be somewhat disappointed.
Well, there's animals in the desert.
Sure.
There's like scorpions and lizards and stuff, right?
Yes.
I haven't
definitely.
been, obviously, but
All of the hunting that we did was in the mountains, not the desert.
It's kind of fun. Like what I really want to do is okay. So Elric had these stories of dragons growing up, and like they're these really cool big creatures that are super smart. They can fly and they can do magic. And like the pictures in the book, like honestly, Nova, you look a lot like them. And I'm going to be honest, I've tried to kind of turn into you before, and I can't. And I don't entirely know why. But I think it's probably because you're way too smart and cool, a little too complex. So like I can like the animals, like a part of that is the intelligence level of the creatures. It kind of seems to be a determining factor. So unless I can meet a dumb dragon, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But I'm going to try it anyway.
I got some dumb dragons I can introduce you to.
Oh, that would be
I'm
so
pretty
cool.
dumb. Can you turn into me?
Rubicon's gonna attempt to turn into Koigram. You're gonna just like energy just starts like, but nothing happens.
Just curious.
You're. I guess you're like too smart.
Still too. I got too much cooking knowledge in there. It's probably what it is.
That's probably it. It's hard to transform into cooking knowledge.
Well,
I'm excited for you to see the world and learn and get to turn into as many things as you want.
Oh, I am too.
so you just have to see something.
Yeah, I just got to see it. And then it's kind of like it goes in my brain and, well, my mind. I don't think I have a brain, but I have a mind. It's kind of confusing. But I just have to see it, and it's like it gets put there, and it's like, oh, that knowledge is there forever, and I can transform into them anytime I want.
I wonder if I became something, if you could then do that.
Can you become something?
Yeah, like what is something that, you know, is kind of simple, but you can't become if you know something. What about like a wolf or?
No, I've seen. There's wolves in Asteria. Well, a few. But I've heard of these things that they've got big horns. They're like deer. They're called elk with
Elk.
horns. Elk.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elk.
Let's see.
For reference, I'm looking at the giant elk.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. What's the challenge rating of that?
It should be a 2. It's pretty.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Will that end the dome?
Well, we're not in the dome yet. We're just in the cave.
Okay.
We're not doming yet.
We're not doming yet, bro.
Excuse me.
Mabel, like. Okay. We'll step out into the rain. And we'll take a caterpillar cocoon and like run it along our arm and cast polymorph, and we'll polymorph into a giant elk.
Do you retain your intelligence, or do you keep the intelligence of the elk?
I think I think all the stats transfer to the elk's stats, but
Okay.
I can still like fucking
You still retain your
You
personality.
return your personality. I'm
yeah,
pretty
and I
sure,
can
so-
end concentration on it.
Mhm.
Right.
Target. Let's see.
Yes.
Are you really counterspelling me, Quinn?
I guess kind of. No. Just...
You would have to either upcast it or roll.
Yeah.
It was a fourth level. Fourth level.
Game stats, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the
Okay.
chosen beast.
All right.
But I will transform into an elk for a minute, maybe a couple minutes.
The grass here
Yeah.
is so good.
Oh.
God, it's good. It's the best grass.
It's good fucking grass.
It's
I'll eat
really
it
good
and prance around a
grass.
little bit in the rain.
It's so good. And right now is prime eating time for elk too.
Yeah, I knew that when I transformed.
You know, this is very. I've seen this before, right? I've seen an elk eat grass, but I've never seen my friend as an elk eat grass, and it feels very strange. It's kind of just like May
Does the
sitting at a
grass?
table with like a plate of grass.
So like don't elk have a thing that let them like process grass?
I don't know if they have like a bezoar, like a stomach stone kind of a thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they have that, but I know they have like the teeth.
So what?
I don't know if they're like goats or not.
If May transforms back into a person, are they gonna have a belly full of grass?
I would assume so.
Well, at least it's just grass. Like that's not bad for you, right?
It's gotta come out at some point.
It may not be a fun thing to digest.
Oh.
Elk May is just prancing around in the rain.
Like, okay, hold on. I gotta concentrate. Hold on.
This is the freest you've ever seen May.
Focus.
Looking at May in elk form, I am going to attempt to wild shape into an elk.
That's fine. I think you just do it, right?
I would make that your call, but
Yeah.
unless unimpeded, or unless I'm impeded, I'll transform. Just be like.
But the difference is that Rubicon retains his mental stats.
Yes.
In the wild shape, right?
And I am just an elk.
I'm gonna use universal speech for a second. And I'm gonna speak to Elk May.
Okay.
Milk.
And I'm just gonna reach a hand out and say, "Hey there, friend. Do you know me?"
Yeah, I know you.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling all right. A little
Yeah.
wet.
A little wet. Yeah. It's a little rainy out here.
It's kind of nice though.
How do you feel right now?
Hungry mostly.
Hungry mostly.
I mean, you know, it's like 7:43 in the evening, so it's dinner time.
Okay. Is time still feel the same way?
Yeah, it's not great. I mean,
I'm sorry. I just wanted to check to see if this was a way to escape it for a little bit.
no.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, do you want like an apple or a berry or something?
No, I mean, I'm good. Like, you don't, I won't be an elk forever. You don't have to like patronize me and just, you know.
No, I just imagine with like the new senses you have, maybe the apple will taste better. I'm not trying to patronize you.
Sure.
I didn't.
No, it's
I'll stop. I'm sorry.
okay. It's go. Yeah, I'm gonna just, and then she turns back into.
Couldn't just let her have her little moment as an elf.
I just wanted to check to see if it was like a respite.
No, it's okay. It's probably best that I didn't, get a lot of grass into me.
Is that still there?
I don't know.
Your mouth tastes of grass.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope
it's not great. I'm going to make tea, so.
Let me know if you need healing.
You're going to see Rubicon as an elk, just kind of watching and just keeping an eye on them, just slowly lean down to the grass and just.
What?
I'll say him I'm not so concerned with, because I don't think he's got internal organs.
When Rubicon would leave Wild Shape, would you see everything he ate in Wild Shape just kind of like
Rattling around.
Violently
the ground
shit
next
out.
to him?
And maybe it just like falls to the ground, you know?
Just
Yeah.
Isn't that where all
expelled.
his vines came from?
It's like
That's where all
the
his plant matter came from.
the ass is the last thing to transform. It just squeezes out of him like a tube of toothpaste as he goes.
He's gonna drop the wild shape, and he's like, I just realized something. I've never eaten before, but I can eat when I'm an animal.
Sure.
What should I transform? What? Okay. What should I transform into? Then you guys gotta feed me. I gotta eat stuff.
I think you're not supposed to feed animals like people food.
Oh.
I thought you meant like at the there's in the roaming there was a zoo And there was a sign that said, "Don't
What?
feed the animals."
What's a zoo?
It's just like a menagerie of caged animals. It's very depressing, but they're
Oh, I
kind of
fucking
sweet.
hate that.
Yeah.
Is there a zoo in Nero?
Wait, you
I don't-
cage animals?
Well, I didn't.
I don't.
Well, no. I mean,
Why would you cage animals?
For
I didn't cage
entertainment is why
anything.
they do it, I think.
Why would you get entertainment out of caged animals? That sounds terrible.
You don't
Do you cage
usually-
people for fun?
Well, these people have like
Well,
lived in
some
the city
people,
their
yeah.
entire life and never seen anything like that, so it's just kind of a novelty thing. I agree, it's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that.
Well, it's there's a lot of reasons it happens. Sometimes it's for the animal's safety, if they're endangered or something, or if they're especially rare, or
Why do they need to be in cage to protect it though?
because if they're in the wild, they may not exist anymore.
You can have farms and you can do other things and not put them in a cage.
Cage was probably too extreme a word. Enclosure might be better. It's
So-
just kind of an area that's their own, but it's smaller than, obviously, the wild.
That kind of sounds like the difference between like jail and prison, like technically different things, but still kind of cages.
Kind of.
So the reason they're in cages and like on display is because people will come to and pay to see them, and then if there's people who take care of them, they'll be able to take care of them better. It's kind of like it like feeds itself, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like you're just making money. You cage animals to make money, to make more money.
Oh boy, no one tell him about the circus.
No. We're not talking about circus. No. You cage the animals so to protect them, one, and two, so that way you can put them on display, make money, so that way you can use that money to take care of those animals.
I don't understand why you need to cage the animals to protect them, though. What are we protecting them from?
The environment, the world,
Predators.
predators, people.
Other people who are not respectful of animal life, killing an entire species.
Oh, so we should probably just cage people then.
Well,
We're not going away anytime soon, buddy. It's okay.
Oh,
But we
I
do
can help with
anyway.
that. I can help with that.
Sure you can.
how?
Oh, it's pretty easy. I've been kind of figuring out some of the things I can do. I could probably, with enough time, I could put a wall around like a city, and I could cage the people. And then that way the people won't hurt the animals, and we can just pay no one, because we don't really need to pay anyone. The people can just stay in the cage, and then that way they'll be safe, and then the animals will be safe from the other people.
Well,
How much time
like
would
we
it
said,
take you to do that?
people are the only.
I mean, it probably take me a few weeks. It kind of depends on the size of the city, but I could do it. Like if it's a small town, I could probably do that in a couple of days.
It's kind of strange to me that you, as someone who is deeply in tune with nature, does not understand its natural course as well as I would have thought.
Oh no, I get animals like kill each other, and like I get that. It's the cage that's not natural. Cages aren't natural.
I would. Can we circle back to the wall for a second?
Yeah.
If we could just for a moment, could you?
Sure.
Koigern, could you just check to make sure there's no like buddies? There's no like little floating buddies around us.
You're good.
Could you do that around Narrow?
Given enough time, it takes some time, but yeah, I could probably put a wall.
Interesting. Is that something we could use?
To what end?
Lock off the city?
Well, but we want to get people out.
Yeah. Once we get people
And
out,
keep demons in.
keep demons in.
Not bad.
Well, I don't.
I feel like I got to point out, there were several things we fought that seemed to fly.
Yeah.
I can't really do anything against that.
Well, you're not gonna.
Oh,
Stop,
I could kill them, but like that's not really,
But we'd stop everything ground based, which is a good portion of it.
Yeah.
Well, after weeks.
Yeah. I don't know. Just
No, I think it's a good thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Re-rolling
about.
in an entire, the population of a city. It seems a little cruel to punish an entire population for the misdeeds of a few, doesn't it?
What about the city hall, like the Capitol building, the thing where we were talking about like all the kind of like carnage when we thought the portal might be.
All right, see if I can put a wall around that.
Yeah, like how long would it take for you to just like wall off a building?
Let Rubicon do some quick math.
Quick maths.
Quick math, blah!
Because were we thinking that there might be like a something in there demons were coming out of?
Well, I mean, we know
That
that the demons are more around it. Like, that's
Oh, wow.
it's concentrated there.
Because if we could at least cut off more from coming in, we'd still have to deal with what's already there, but cutting off the supplies would be
I
major.
think we would be better served to get rid of any kind of portal. If that's what it is, but it seems more that they are ascending things. We killed those things and they became bats. The other guys that we fought, like Grace, like in the streets in that like first big fight where Rubicon like flooded the streets, did those revert into anything?
Oh geez, my memory.
It fought like the thing that stared at Koigrim and almost killed
Oh.
him outright.
Those did not.
Those
No.
did not. Okay, so there are some things coming in, probably with a portal, and some things being changed.
Rubicon will let you know too that he can make 40 feet of wall that is 10 feet high over the course of a day.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
No.
If nothing else, it's always nice to have the high ground.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have fun
Wasn't
here.
doing an
Okay.
intentional reference,
All right.
more of a like actual
All right.
strategic thing. It
Nah,
is-
yeah. No, sure. Yeah. Just also,
It's over, Anakin.
I mean, it's over. Fallon / the hand /
Yeah.
whatever dumb bitch.
You know,
What the heck,
something
huh?
else I have been thinking about too is if all the hand has to do is, kill these people to get the blood and that's whatever, then why are they still alive?
Have you ever been in or around an environment where a predator has been allowed to hunt its prey to extinction?
Nope.
They starve.
Hmm.
It's kind
Yeah.
of very, it's part of why we hunt prey as much as the occasional predator when we're trying to care for our land. If the predators become too large, then the prey suffers, and if the prey become too large, then the predators suffer, and the grass and berries and things that other animals would eat are lost as well because of overgrazing, and this is a lot. I would
So
imagine it's the same
it sounds
relationship.
like there needs to be a guiding hand over nature itself.
Sometimes there can be. I don't know that it needs us, but we're here and we have the power to instigate change, and I think if we do it wisely, carefully, compassionately, and with respect for the things that we are interfering with, I think it's all right.
So I wonder, the unification of the three sisters. I wonder if that was about expanding the hunting ground.
Well, yes, if you expand your hunting ground, you need not pay so close attention to one area becoming unbalanced. So if the hand's influence was far, far beyond the edges of Nero, then I don't see why it would need to worry about the population of Nero so much. People could die, the population might die out, and people would still find a way to resettle it and be none the wiser. But it is a good question, though. I'm not sure why in specific.
Well, I think you make a good point. It could be, yeah. Well, I just thought, like, I guess I was thinking about it like, she just wants to, she gets the blood, she gets power, she gets big, whatever. But yeah, if it's more of like a food supply, you want to like ration it out.
You know what? I'm gonna actually roll to see if he would actually come up with this, because I had a thought and I want to make sure that I'm...
No,
Sure.
just do it. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Do it. No, God, I'm stupid. We need everything.
You do have a point of inspiration if you want.
Don't fucking like gimp yourself, dude. Come on.
No, I feel like I can't do that one. Just
That's fine.
that specific
That's okay.
idea is going to be one that people come up with separately. But I guess to point people in that direction, why do people have to be dead for their blood to be forfeit?
Well, yeah, they don't have to, I guess. So, do we think that they're like bloodletting, just like draining them, or?
Do you think she's wanting to like build an army and she's wanting to have a certain number for her army, and like she needs to have it needs to be like something that's done in one strike versus...
Well, that was kind of my original thought. Like, they use the blood to transform creatures, into whatever. So maybe whatever they're doing just takes a lot of blood. That is what my first thing was. But so they had to corral them.
So they're basically caging them and using them like farm animals.
Zoo.
Yeah, more like a zoo.
Yeah, I think when we're done with this, I'm going to destroy all the zoos.
I can get behind that.
I would just check to make sure if they're actually doing good for society or if they're not before you do that.
There are good zoos. It
Wildlife
definitely-
preserves. Yes, yeah, like...
There are definitely zoos that are run by people who are just in it for money. But I think if you talked, you would be able to see zoos that are run by people who really love and care, and they're doing it for good reasons. So you would see people who love nature and animals as much as you do Rubicon.
I think one thing you'll find, Rubicon, is that people are complicated and it's hard to paint all things black and white.
But it's easy to break down a wall and release all of the animals.
That
Yeah,
is
I can do
easy.
that.
It sure is.
There's okay. I had an idea on how to do that. Do you all? Okay, so Elric has this book. I haven't been able to find it, and he says they don't exist anymore. But I think I could probably find it. Do you know what a dinosaur is?
Yeah, like in theory.
Yeah, I want to find one of those, and I want to transform into one of those.
Well, why don't you just turn into like the big rock version of yourself and then just blow up the wall like you did in Nero?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I could do that too, but like, it's kind of cooler to be able to like fly around and do things
Yeah.
like that.
I think whatever a dinosaur is
Could
that
they fly?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them that are super cool. There's one called the T-Rex, or the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he's my favorite because it's so big, but he's got like tiny little arms, and like I saw, it's kind of weird because in some pictures I saw that they're feathers, and then there's some that there's not. I don't know. It's kind of like up for debate, I guess. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
but-
think that they would have feathers.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either, but some of them did fly, and some of them do have feathers, so I thought, maybe they do fly. And it's kind of like penguins. Penguins kind of have feathers, or sort of, but they don't really fly. So maybe they do have feathers. Like, I don't know.
No,
Is it-
I think I've seen them as kind of more like a big lizard, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
As
Yeah,
the
A
light
big bird or a big
dwindles,
lizard.
as you kind of die down the fire talking about dinosaurs through the course of the evening, is there anything else you wish to do or discuss before taking your long rest and starting your next day of travel?
It sounds like we're just gonna go goons all night.
Yeah.
Well,
Discussing dinosaurs.
I love that. So yeah, your long rest goes without incident.
We.
May make a wisdom saving throw. And Koigrim, do you leave your lamp on all night?
Now it does take oil. And so I want to be a responsible boy. I don't think I have a ton of oil left. And so I think I will not.
Okay.
Could Rubicon, even because of the fact that he doesn't sleep, like use the lantern and just periodically
Oh,
light
yeah,
it and check?
could be.
That's up to you
It's,
all.
it's just a wondrous item, doesn't require...
I was about to say it doesn't require a
attunement
tuning.
or
Okay. If it doesn't, like, if Koigrim gives it to him, Rubicon will, I don't know, we'll say, like every 10 minutes, lights it up, does a lighthouse maneuver, and shuts it off.
Sure. Twice or three times throughout the night, you do catch the edge of that circular shape, the same eye that you had seen the first time. And every time the light touches it, it blinks away.
Okay.
But otherwise, your long rest goes without incident.
Hooray.
I should probably move us over to the forest, huh? You've been in there.
Why?
We've been in there.
You've been in there.
Been rooting around.
You
I'm
have
in
been
there.
in there. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so this
just
is-
last day.
this
So this is us
Yeah.
in there.
This is us. This is you all, rather. You're in there.
You're there with us in
So
spirit.
God's not...
Yeah, I'm just
is
kinda
God
watching.
not in... Yeah, God's in there, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of like
In there.
floating on the top.
Right,
Ooh.
yeah.
You guys are in there. You
Like
know?
a nice coffee foam.
Yeah.
Like pumpkin spice cold foam.
Or like
at the top
grease.
Kind of thing.
That's like separated from the
Yeah.
rest of the thing.
Yeah.
If you want. If you want that.
I like this bit. Let's keep it
Sure.
going.
So, you all
So we got
travel.
one more day.
Yeah. Is there anything that you wish to look for, do on your day of travel?
Just want to send like kind of Fable up ahead to, just to see if anything seems out of the ordinary with Luckland's Rest. If it seems safe to enter.
Sure.
Koigrim is just ambiently searching for dinosaurs. Like I don't think he fully grasps like that they're not here.
Make a perception check as you look for dinosaurs.
Thank you.
Are dinosaurs extinct in Terminus?
How's
I
it
don't
sit?
know.
I don't know.
Well, we technically did just have like a massive asteroid, so this would be like the extinction.
Oh shit!
Post asteroid.
Welcome to Terminus Park.
do, 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 do.
Does that mean prior to Moonfall there were dinosaurs?
It's just
everywhere?
dinosaurs walking around.
I love the idea that like an asteroid is just an off switch for dinosaurs, not that it caused like some kind of huge extinction event that killed all life.
No, it's just the dinosaurs. That's
It's
all.
just
dinosaur.
an asteroid hits, and any dinosaur living on the planet just falls the fuck over.
Doesn't matter where.
Yeah, they're just.
It's like
Man.
There's just two dinosaurs sitting next to each other. Like, you don't think that was an
Man.
asteroid, do you?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
good.
Are you? Is it just me or am I? Are you like really tired like me? Yeah, I'm also really.
shooting star, make a wish.
Yeah, you all do
I wish
not
I
see
didn't
any
have to go
dinosaurs.
into work today.
Just look at the briefcase and a tie. That stupid T-Rex is like, God, I hate my job.
He's just trying to adjust the tie. He's like, honey.
This is a good bit. I like this
Then he
bit.
dies.
Yeah, and then he's dead.
With an untied tie.
Oh man, the disrespect.
Oh,
His
no.
mortgage is in arrears.
So you do not see any dinosaurs in this forest.
Oh.
Bummer town.
So Lachlan's Rest.
To Lachlan's Rest.
Lachlan's Rest.
Can I use my point of inspiration?
Please, I would love for you to
Johnny.
use your point of inspiration.
Do
Johnny
it.
Use it.
Richard song. Please
Use
the
it.
fuck don't.
Absolutely
Use it.
not.
Like wiping your ass with $100
Come on,
bill. Just
You
do
use
don't
it.
it.
understand
Use
how
it.
tempting that is to my little chaos grumbling part of my brain.
If
Just like, do it.
do it,
Like, Grace is fully embodying
Oh.
just the little bit of me that's like,
I'm there.
I mean,
I'm
I feel
in
like
it.
if you get a nat 20, you have to see at least one little dino.
That's
Yeah.
not how it works, and you
it'll
all
be
know
like
it.
when someone sees Jesus on a grilled cheese, and it's just like, you see,
Yeah.
you see like a T-Rex in the foliage.
Yeah.
I can transform into a T-Rex.
Anyway.
If we just want to like completely sidetrack the goddamn campaign, everybody's dinosaurs.
Oops, all dinosaurs.
Grace, I would like for this party to become paleontologists.
That's fine. I can study.
Well, I do need oil for my lantern.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll transform
no.
into a dinosaur, and
Oh
then
my god.
The next time the hand comes to check on us, it's just a group of dinosaurs. through the forest.
Oh shoot. Okay. All right.
So, you all journey forward. May, you were sending Fable ahead. Anybody else? Anything? Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Cool.
Just passively looking for animals as
Yeah,
usual.
sure. You see the odd like bird every once in a while, stuff like that.
We download it into our brain.
Yeah, it's a little robin.
oh,
Oh.
May, you send Fable ahead.
yeah.
You're not looking through Fable's eyes. You just tell him to go ahead and see what he sees.
Yep.
Cool. Once you are roughly like within an hour of Lachlan's Rest, you're kind of approaching dusk. Fable comes flying back and kind of relays to you what he'd seen. Lachlan's Rest was under attack
Currently is right now under attack.
when Fable left.
Today, right this second.
Okay.
Uh,
Hey, May.
oh yeah, we don't know this yet.
May, you look really pale.
And it was hellhounds. A lot of them.
I-
A fleet.
May already is pretty pale, so
Just especially pale.
I'm not like super pale. I'm not pale.
No, yeah, no, you're from like narrow. You're from like a tropical.
It's okay. It's not tropical. It's Lachlan's Rest is being attacked.
May became Rick Sanchez there for a second.
Lipstick in my Valentino white bag.
We gotta fucking gang. We gotta move.
So you boogie?
Okay. We boogied on down.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
So-
good.
You make your way. You approach Lachlan's Rest within the hour. There are no sounds or anything
That's
like
worse.
around the bend. Anything that you can kind of like hear that sounds like combat. Are you just like running?
Yeah, I think so. I think
I think so. Yeah.
Cool,
Printing.
cool. So, just for what you all see, as you all turn the corner, the small settlement village of Lachlan's Rest comes into view. It is a familiar sight for May and Quinn. There's several buildings. One, Minda's Place, the local tavern, towers above the others. There is the main road that runs through the village. It's lined on both sides with carts and stalls. Many of them now smashed and broken. There are no people in the streets. Except for the people that are in the streets.
And they're flat.
Before we get to them,
They're muck.
But also, point of order, it would look familiar to Coigrim from Lockwood in the Feywilds.
oh yeah, it does bear some resemblance to Lockwood. Thank you for catching that. It bears a lot of resemblance to Lockwood. In the periphery of the village, kind of on the opposite end of like this main road, like you're approaching from one end, on the opposite end, there's a lot of like tents and camps set up, some campfires that are still like smoldering and burning, no people around them. What you do see are a bunch of people that are impressively like armored and armed. Some on horseback, some milling about the street, some like in front of buildings. At least 36 of them. They have no unifying armor set, but their colors are generally charcoal and orange. They have like these tabards, cloaks, shields. They all bear the image of what looks like a mountain with a large flame behind it. And the last interesting sight is the growing pile of dead, smoldering wolves, seemingly made of part magma just up the road. A small group of what looks like random mercenaries not wearing these colors are kind of hauling corpses from around buildings, from the main drag of the street, and tossing them into this pile outside the borders of the village on the side of the road that you're entering from. And there is a woman with dark skin. She has very angular features, a prominent brow bone, and similar orange and charcoal armor to the soldiers, who's crouched down, seemingly taking notes on the corpses as they shrink from large flaming hounds to normal wolves. That is the scene before you. It looks like this is Lachlan's Rest immediately after a battle.
Huh.
And as you approach, in fact,
Full sprint to like kind of steady jog to kind of like confused walk.
sure. People sort of begin to mill out of buildings as you all kind of approach. The general air of like the crowds that kind of filter into the streets is like people re-entering a building after like a fire alarm. People are kind of chattering amongst themselves. There's not really a lot of tension in the air. And they kind of slowly go to their tents, go to different buildings, approach their stalls, and kind of throw their hands up at the damage, stuff like that.
This is not the reaction I was expecting.
Well, we didn't. There was.
Quinn kind of just pushes through to the person seemingly in charge, the woman.
Yeah, please.
And just says, Nikita, is Nikita okay?
Oh, yes, she's in the tavern.
Okay. You guys, who are you all?
We are a sect of the Ember Enclave.
Oh,
We were sent for.
You were sent. Okay. Wow. You guys got here. Okay.
Was that us? Did we send for them, or was there like?
No, I don't think so.
Believe
Okay.
Nikita.
I feel like we talked about it at one point.
Maybe
right?
Nikita did it. I don't know.
I feel like we talked about like petitioning the Ember Enclave for help at some point. I don't remember when.
I think you talked about that for Nero, potentially.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who sent for you?
Oh, it was Nikita.
Oh, okay.
She sent for us a little over a month ago.
Yeah. Okay. That was probably soon. Oh, that was probably soon after we left.
And you are?
I'm Quinn, Quinara Quilanar Daxis. These are my friends. We are the Soul Seekers. We're kind of roving adventurers, things like that. We're actually dealing with a lot of these demons ourselves.
I see, you've come to the right place.
Looks like most of this has been handled already. How frequent have these attacks been? Is this
Once a week for the last 3 weeks.
okay?
That's how long things have been going bad in Nero.
Yeah.
It seems this region is something of a hotspot. We wouldn't take her gold, but we are here to investigate.
Okay. We might have to have a conversation at some point. What was your name? I'm sorry.
I am Archivist Ashanti.
Archivist Ashanti. Okay.
The other researcher is inside as well, if you wish to speak to him.
Yeah. Are you in charge here?
Oh, no. We don't really operate like that.
Okay.
I am just, I'm an arcanist.
Okay.
These are the knights, and we work in tandem. They are here to do the fighting and protecting, and I'm here to do the research.
Okay.
So is my partner, Arcanist Nasir. And the most important of all, Arcanist Ayan. If anyone's the boss, he is.
Okay.
I think I said archivist earlier. I meant to say arcanist.
Arcanist. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut this short, but I'm just gonna go in and check on Nikita. If that's okay. She's a friend of ours.
Please don't let me stop you. I have my work to attend to.
Okay.
Good day.
I turn back to the group. Apparently, these attacks have been happening every week, for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, so
what can we do about that? Like that's not. I can't continue, right? Like we got to stop that.
Well,
This looks so much like Lockwood. Like
Yeah,
that's yep, and around the yep, and this is really surreal.
that's how it was for us.
Huh. So when we when, because you've
Right.
been here. But, yeah.
But it looks like these does the Ember Enclaves, like, does it seem like it was a tough fight for them? Like, does it seem like they handled themselves pretty well, or
It seems that way.
it seems like these people might kind of have a handle on it. I mean, we can try and look into how to stop it, but I think they might be doing that themselves. It might be good to exchange information, though. Let them know what we know.
we do have. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I would say that these hellhounds are more like a symptom, and they seem to be handling this symptom well, and we're more wanting to go after the infection. So I think it might be better for us to stay to our course. But obviously, exchanging information is always helpful.
Yeah. The last time we were here, they were getting attacked by hellhounds. We kind of pointed them in the. We kind of found the source of it. So maybe there's a source nearby, like there was last time.
Maybe it's the same.
Well, I believe we killed that guy, right, Brent?
Well, but Quinn, there's always another guy.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
So we just got to kill another guy? Is that it?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or we just point these guys towards the other guy.
Well, if we're going to Morobak, it's on the way.
True.
And maybe this time we can bring down the tower. We're a lot more powerful this time.
But we should stop in and see Nikita and probably sleep in a bed tonight if that is to your guys' liking.
Yeah, that would be great for me, actually.
Okay.
I don't sleep, so I'm good doing whatever.
Okay, just for everybody, keep eyes out for Arcanist
Shanti?
Nasir and Arcanist Ayan?
Ion.
Ayan.
What was the first name?
Nasir.
Nasir.
Also, I didn't mention her race. Ashanti was a Kalishtar.
Ooh.
Ah.
What?
Should ask her if she has any dreams.
Just kind of like as we're like walking, kind of having these conversations, Koigram is half listening, but he kind of gets this like really suspicious kind of air about him, and he just in his head, he's kind of like, Lord of Flowers, hello, is anyone around?
There's no response.
Okay, yeah, that was silly. He just like kind of shakes his head. Just obviously not. Stupid.
So you all enter the tavern, Minda's place. This little place again, back where it all
Hey.
started.
Hey!
Oh,
Full
hey.
circle.
And
do
it's
that.
episode 52, so in D&D
It's 1
sessions, it's
year?
been a year.
Oh my goodness.
Wowie zowie.
Ooh-wee.
Man, oh man. So you enter, the tavern is like full-ish. Even with all of the people that have seemingly poured out of it. There's a variety of people hanging out, some in that same like armor. There is one person, a human man, where his eyes should be. There are just a mass of like raised scars.
Oh,
He wears like the charcoal and orange kind of robes, no armor on this gentleman, and like a wide kind of scarf. And then there's also Nikita, who is behind the bar kind of doing business as usual, who doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Quinn is just going to walk up to the bar and sit down.
Yes, how can I help? Ah! She screams and rushes around the bar and gives you a big hug.
I return the favor. How are you? I grab her shoulders. How are you? Are you safe? Are you hurt at all?
Never been better. Honestly, it's been amazing. All of you. This is a different group.
Yeah, we've had a couple changes. May is here.
Good to see you again, May.
yeah, hey.
Nikita, this is Koigrim
Hello.
Hello.
and Rubicon
Nice to meet you all.
Hi.
and Nova.
Hello. Gosh, welcome. Things are great.
Yeah?
Really thanks to you all.
Great. We just got told you're being attacked by hellhounds every week.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, they kind of just throw themselves at us and it's mostly fine.
Yeah.
After you gave me the money that you had found on that succubus, the creature, I used it to send a messenger to the Ember Enclave. And when they arrived, they took a small donation, but they said that they couldn't take my money. And so instead, there's a group of mercenaries that have been hanging around for a while. And I used the coin instead to pay them to stay for the next year.
Oh wow.
That's great.
Yeah, the townspeople have taken to calling them the 16.
The 16.
That's kind of a great name.
That kind of rules, actually.
Well, there's 16 of them, so it's very straightforward.
We could have been the 5.
You could
That's
have
not
been
as cool. That's not as cool as 16.
Seven's good.
I kind of like 8.
There's only 5 of us.
Oh, you should just get more people.
Fable and DG. And wait, no, and Pompeii. There's 8.
So that is 8.
Oh my god, there's 8.
Oh, we're the 8.
Ooh.
No, it's not as cool as 16 still.
Oh, please, please sit down. I'll bring you some drinks. Merlbach fog still?
Sure.
I knew it.
Thank you.
And the rest of you?
I don't drink. I can't.
What do you have?
Oh, the most general stuff.
Okay.
We have some local coffee that's pretty good.
Let's do that.
Absolutely.
Wine for me, please.
Of course.
It's like later in the day, right?
It's dusk.
I
It's drinking hours.
5 o'clock somewhere.
yeah. Make Jimmy proud.
There you go.
Bless up.
But
Bless up.
Oh god, don't bring Jimmy into this.
Oh my god.
And 3 Nova.
Mead, please.
Absolutely. Grab any table that's free. I think there's one. Oh, that's your table in the
Yeah,
back there.
May's already like transitioning to her regular table.
Otherwise, the place is mostly packed. But yeah.
Really? Wow. I thought we were gonna be walking into some kind of disaster, but it's pretty everything looks fine.
It's
Yeah,
kind
this
of
is
fine
kind of
here.
yeah. This isn't what an attack on a city was. I wasn't expecting it to look like this.
Well, it took us like an hour to get here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, how long do our fights usually last? Like 10 minutes, if that?
Oh gosh, no, it's more like 20 something, 24, 20.
Exactly an
30
average of
seconds.
26 seconds.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, okay, well, Lachlan's rest is kind of fine. Maybe we should check on, the Long Dark.
Yeah.
I wonder, Rubicon, if you would go through that.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
But
What's the long
maybe,
dark?
well, it's a tunnel kind of that goes straight from here to Nero,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that then.
but in like a less conspicuous form, like a cat or something.
So is it
Oh.
a tunnel or is it like a portal or?
Well, it's both, to my understanding.
Is it
Oh.
like ground? Like, is it like a cave, or is it kind of like a built tunnel?
Well, I think it's a hole in the ground that has a portal in it.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay.
The rat knows.
Right.
Well, let's go in the hole.
Going in holes. On that note,
Alright.
why don't we take a bio break?
This is a good one.
Hey.
And we'll be back.
Great one.
Speaking of going in holes.
Speaking of going in holes, let's do our bio stuff. And we'll be back. I am gonna go piss. Speaking of people that are so smart, shall we return to the Soul Seekers in Minda's Tavern?
Aww.
Absolutely. What's the dew point in Lachlan's Rest?
8.
34.
60, 69.
420.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do the do.
So,
That's not what we
jumping
said.
back into
Oh, there
it.
we go. Okay.
Yeah. You don't think I'd forget?
I
Jump
don't
into
know.
it. Sorry, I was late, but
It's okay. You're still at the party.
we're there.
So you all have been delivered your drinks by Nikita, who doesn't charge you for them.
What's the? Can you describe to me
Mhm.
the full experience of this coffee? By the way.
It has notes of like cereal,
Coffee.
and a little bit of like
Some cereal?
hay,
Okay.
light like hay notes. It has kind of a smoky finish with like almond notes.
Cereal, hay, and almonds.
From the place that I get coffee
Alright.
from, this is real. The notes
Yeah.
for all of like the types of coffee that I get, it always says like cereal notes on all of them.
I don't think Koigrim does the full what's the wine guys?
Yeah.
What's the
Like swish.
Sommelier?
Yeah, he does. He's not like sommelier. He's not like he doesn't do that shit. But he just sips it and he just kind of like
Oh. Mm.
It's
This
very
is the right coffee
farmy.
for this place.
This here's the one that I'm drinking right now.
Has
Its
farmy notes.
aromatics carry all the intensity of spicy, woody cereal aromas,
Yeah.
and still are smooth and full-bodied.
That's so meaningless.
That's the coffee we
No,
drink.
but that's not inaccurate. I feel like when I make it at home, when I make the London Fog at home, I literally that's what it just tastes like, the really cheap cereal,
Yeah.
like Fruit Loops.
Oh yeah.
Cereal like cold breakfast soup?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Cold
cereal,
breakfast.
cereal.
Oh yeah.
No, cereal like grains.
Like breakfast
No
cereal.
cereal like the Killers.
Okay, what we have our drinks.
Anyway,
So you have your
Yes.
drinks.
Quager's response is yes, this is
This is the correct coffee for this place. Absolutely. Hands down.
And this is
Quaker?
the right food for this place. And she gives you some food as well and then leaves.
Quigram, do you like coffee?
I didn't we didn't have it in my village. And so the first time I tasted it was in a bigger city, and it was very good. And I wasn't really ready for the effects of it.
Sure.
I didn't sleep for a while, and that was not my favorite. But I learned if you're gentle and sip it slowly and things like that, there's a great experience. And I love anything that you could taste. I think it's just all good. It's fun.
Sure, I just meant, you were with Demetrius for weeks, and Demetrius drank a lot of coffee. It never came up.
He drank a lot of okay coffee.
Yeah, his coffee was
Shots
very,
fired.
very like.
Oh wow.
Well,
You're gonna
I
hear
mean,
this cry of a dragon up above you in about 5 seconds.
The jug coffee was mid.
I just want to say it was generated from a magical jug, so it's it's
Right.
not like he.
It wasn't like handmade. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm with you on this, May.
Which is,
Oh,
I think that's
wow.
why I'm comfortable saying what I'm saying. Is I don't feel like I'm insulting him. I like him, and if he enjoyed it, that's all him. I'm happy for him.
But
It was okay.
well, I will say, the way Demetrius smoked those cigars, his palate was probably shot anyway. He couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, a little.
I'm about to reenact the London Blitz on Lachlan's arrest.
Demetrius appears on a dragon.
Since Rubicon saw Iris, can he turn into that?
Iris was smart, right?
Yeah,
It's
Iris.
a-
And
I
from a
think
meta
it's
perspective, I can't turn into dragon types.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only,
Is this a
only beast.
magical-
It's
Okay.
It's a dragonoid, right? It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
actually even considered a beast. It's a dragonoid.
Yeah.
yeah. There's a whole category that fall under dragons that go beyond the dragons, like drakes and a whole
Wyverns,
bunch.
maybe.
Yeah, wyverns, a
Yeah.
whole bunch of other stuff.
Okay, so from here it's up to Moralbach, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
onward the long. The
Yeah, I
long
guess
haul.
if we're not helping out here, if they've got it covered,
I think
Well,
we
like,
stop by the tower on our way out, and if that has something to do with it, we pass information on to the Arcanists, and if the tower's not it, then we
Right,
let
you
them
can-
handle it.
You can how does your sending messages thing work? Do you just have to meet them essentially, or
Yeah, it's I have to meet them before I'm able to cast sending to them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Weird.
So, but that's a good point. If we get out to the tower and things are, we can do whatever, but we can let them know if it might be involved.
Yeah. And this is like hordes. Well, I mean, if they're transforming these things from there's got to be some kind of widespread effort going through the forest collecting dogs and wolves and stuff like that. It'd be hard not to notice something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
If they're attacking on this kind of scale. We have to trust that these guys will be able to protect Lachlan's Rest. We have to.
From what I know about the Ember Enclave, this is what they do. I mean,
So, so I'm sorry. I think I don't. I think we've talked about how the Ember Enclave are a group of helpful people. And they're like knights and things, right? What separates them from like other sects like them? Like I keep thinking about. I heard all these stories about the people who followed this law person being big shiny knights and
The word
believing
bear.
they're correct and all those things. What differentiates?
Pretty much their goals. There's a lot of different like knightly orders that exist. But like their goals, how they go about their business, how they conduct themselves. That's normally the ways that these knightly orders kind of differentiate. The Ember Enclave, from what I understand, which is it's not much. They're kind of like demon hunters specifically.
Oh, that's a worthwhile pursuit.
yeah, that's kind of what I know too. They're kind of more based on Oshana, but
Mm-hmm.
Wha-
They're
that's like the where you come from,
yeah. They're
Oh.
they're
Oh, like my.
The
like the other
continent.
continent. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So like, okay. That's helpful.
their headquarters is up on top of Balak, which is where the demon army came from. You know,
That's
however many years ago.
That's where the incense. That's where-
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and they fight demons, they investigate and fight demons, and that's kind of their whole thing.
Are they? Is there any history of corruption among them, or are they just kind of like
Not
They
that I've
just-
heard of.
they just do it? Okay. I'm asking because I'm not sure how much we want to tell them about our situation and what we know. Right. So.
Well, kind of my thought with that was they're probably going to catch wind of it anyway. And if they know more about what they're going into, you know,
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what's like what we found on the page?
what do you guys think?
Can I get a look at the gentleman, the Ember Enclave rep that's currently inside the tavern?
Mhm.
And can I just try to insight check him from here and just see what is he like studying? Is there anything I can tell about his body language that may
Yeah.
imply that he's
Go ahead and make an insight check. Just plain to see. He is seating at the table, and he does have a book that is open. And he is with one hand kind of like reading it with his hands.
Yeah.
And then he turns to then like write something in a journal at his other side. With the 24, his body language is quite relaxed. He does seem to have taken notice of you all, the new people.
Mm-hmm.
This is Scars. This
Yes.
is Scars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call them that.
Scar. Hey, Scars.
It's Scar. Scar is just
Scars.
mole. Oh,
His robes are like kind of open. You do see like component pouches, what looks like inside. They have raised lettering.
Do you guys want me to talk to him, see if he will come over here so we can impart some information to him?
I kind of have a question. What's he doing with the? He's like touching the the pages, but I don't see anything on the pages. I don't understand. And he's blind, I assume, yes?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of like. Do you want to ask him?
Yes.
And he, like Koigrim, fully just gets up
Oh,
and
boy.
and
Okay.
approaches this person.
As you approach, he acknowledges you. Without saying anything, his body kind of like shifts and his head kind of turns up. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or insight, whichever you
Okay.
prefer. Well, perception is great. So you see two beady little eyes out of the collar of his scarf. It's a little snake that
Yes,
appears
little
to be
guy.
wrapped in the scarf around his neck.
Oh, you have a friend. Ah,
I do indeed.
interesting. Oh, my friend May has a friend. Like, it's a bird.
Birds are great. This one's just
sorry,
more comfortable to wear.
Sure. And I will wear, yeah, and it's not even like obtrusive. Like I don't think you're scaring people or anything. It's very well done.
No, and he's very well behaved most of the time.
I hope so. The friends usually are.
As a high arcanist, you must be.
Sure. Right. Sure.
He is my boss. Really everyone's
Huh.
boss.
I see.
A joke, please. Sit down.
Sure. I'm so sorry to intrude.
He sits down. He goes,
I haven't been reading and writing for very long. But I am almost positive that that book is blank, and I'm curious as to what you might be gleaning from it.
A little closer. He holds a fingertip up and a small light emits from it. And you see cast across the page shadows. There's no ink on the page, but the pages are raised. And it looks like there is some kind of circular glyph of some sort that has been like printed up into the page so that he can feel it and study its shape.
Wow. Oh,
Pretty good trick.
that makes so much more sense.
Please. You are a long way from home, from our home.
Yes, I am.
And your dragonborn friend, I assume.
Yes, her name is Nova. I'm sure she would love to meet you. Do you mind?
Please, you're all welcome to have a seat.
Koigrim will like wave everybody over.
Yeah, go over.
So, there's room for everyone comfortably to sit. He kind of moves around some of his books and such. Welcome. I am Arcanist Nasir. This is Arcanist Ion.
The snake?
Indeed.
Ah,
The highest of all of us. You understand?
I think so.
It's, I think it's a joke.
Oh, I thought, is that someone like a person?
I'm not sure, but I think it actually is there from.
Should I transform into a snake?
I don't think you have.
I feel like I should transform into a snake.
If you would like to, I'm sure that would be. Well, actually, there are people you might freak people out.
Oh, okay.
Usually people are afraid of snakes, and it's kind of like.
Oh, why?
Because they bite.
I mean, unless provoked, they don't just go around biting.
How big of a snake are you thinking?
I, for one, would like to see this.
20-foot Burmese python.
He like breaks 3 chairs.
Make a general charisma check as you do this.
The Arcanist says, "I would like to see this," and Koigrim physically goes like,
I'm sorry. Did you want Rubicon to make a charisma check?
Yes, if you're
Okay,
transforming
okay.
into a giant snake.
Fuck it. We'll go
Do
full
it.
snake.
Do it. Full snack.
Full snake.
May
Actually,
was
that's not
like
too bad.
about to complain about changing tables, and then Rubicon turns into a fucking snake.
Uh,
A 50
Yeah,
is pretty good. As you do
yeah.
this, there like some of the tables kind of like there's an initial like startling, and then people
Fine.
kind of go,
It's
"Oppa, yamas, hey!" Like it's a party trick.
just we'll go like we'll be, I guess, fucking 20-foot Burmese python
Let's
is
go.
what we're rolling with, and I'll just get in the like booth or in a chair next to everyone and just sit there like head up, like sitting
Just
at the
part of the
table as the
conversation.
snake. I'll just be like this the whole time.
So you all are new to town. Did you just come in? I haven't
as
seen you
new-
here before.
We've been here before. Yeah.
I'm new. I've never been here, but my friends have.
Welcome. It is a nice place.
We thought so. Last time we were here, when demon dogs were attacking.
I see little has changed.
Well, there's more of them.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
were kind of fledgling at the time when they attacked.
I think there were maybe like 6.
Mm.
Oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry. Arcanist, this is Quinn, and this is May, and the snake is Rubicon, and this is Nova, the one we were not speaking about, and I am Koigrim. It's very nice to meet you. Everyone, this is Arcanist this year.
It's lovely to meet you all. That's good to know.
Sorry, I
That
forgot.
I forget pleasantries all the time. Especially when talking about demon hounds. The attacks have grown larger over the course of these 3 weeks. Never as few as a handful, but good to know nonetheless.
We were actually hoping to give you guys a little information to maybe help you with your investigation. Just so that way we can make sure we're leaving Lachlan's Rest in good hands. Not that we're
Certainly.
doubting you at all.
No, perhaps we can make a trade
Mm.
of information.
That would be helpful.
Oh, hold on. And Qui-Gon will pull out his Lantern of Revealing and turn it on and shine it around really quick.
Sorry, everyone. Hold on.
It looks
Okay.
clear.
All right. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
So I'm sure you can tell that these creatures are being transformed from dogs and wolves and things like that.
Through this glyph, yes. We
Yes.
found it in a ruined castle.
Oh,
Yeah. To the like east, north and east.
Exactly.
Yeah.
northeast, some may say.
Was being used. But last time we checked on it, it was used recently, but more recently made defunct. It was dispelled. It no longer held any hint of magical aura.
So they found a new place.
Perhaps.
Oh, well, we were hoping to be able to point you towards that.
Do you think it's the council building?
Just very, very quietly to May specifically.
Well, maybe. Which direction are the attacks coming from? If it's consistent.
Well, it's a bit strategic. They've come from everywhere.
But
Our
these are-
scouts have been able to discern that they do typically come from the north, generally. There was an even larger attack when we first arrived, a little over a month ago. That was bandits. A huge host of bandits, probably a little more or less than 100.
Any sort of unifying feature?
Haphazard armor, no colors. The only thing we could find was these red pouches.
Hmm.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Do these mean something to you all?
Yeah, but I can't remember what. I think that was well, we found those on the vampires on Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Was it also, did the Scarlet Wolves also have that? Or they did? Okay.
Everything that's declared, that seems to have declared any kind of loyalty to one of the body, seems to have them, right? When we kill them.
The Leviathan did recently attack Rawbach. So they could have been, I don't know, a raiding party from there, something like that. Did you happen to hear anything about that? The raid in Rawbach?
We did hear of it. Nothing good.
Hmm.
Just that they were able to repel the invaders.
Right.
But not before some were kidnapped.
So I'm assuming you're getting in the you're getting the idea that there's something more happening here.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It seems there's something tied to this region specifically.
Yeah. Could I make another insight check now that we're speaking to just get a glean on this guy's demeanor?
Please.
23.
23. So he seems pretty earnest.
Okay.
You don't sense that he's like hiding anything or being
kind of
shifty or holding information back necessarily.
Yeah, I just kind of go into the body boys and kind of discuss like what we've been up to for the past month, what we've been after.
Sure. He takes at a certain point as you're talking, he is writing and then he hands his quill to Ion. And Ion begins to scribble notes as he is just listening to you intently.
Okay.
This is troubling. We have heard reports of people having strange dreams. I will make sure to check for red dots, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'll have Ashanti do the same. She is more the flora and fauna specialization. I'm more of the objects and rituals person. But we'll look into this. This is helpful. Thank you. We will stay here until this mystery is unraveled.
Okay. We're going to continue heading north. So if we come across anything on our way, I'll make sure to send a message to you.
Certainly. Good luck.
Thank you. We will keep an eye out. We were just talking before. Something of this scale that's capturing, all these dogs and wolves. It's going to be hard to miss, I would think.
Yes, whatever or whoever it is has found either a new base of operations or a way to magnify the effect of their magic. So it's nothing good.
Well, we're headed north, so if we find anything, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Out of character, did you include the page at all? Like the feeding on the blood kind of idea?
Yeah, I think we would have.
Yeah, I think everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Just out of curiosity, you said that your specialty is objects and rituals?
Yes.
I wonder if you know about anything that might allow someone to put a part of themselves into, another space, another object or something.
Like a part of their soul. Like split
Mm.
themselves magically.
Something.
I do know of a way, yes. It's a method that liches use to prolong their life, usually, but it can be done.
And where would one find something about that?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Ugh. Hey.
Nice.
It is complicated magic. Not much is written, and what is largely cautionary. I think it would depend on the nature of your research.
Well, what would depend on that?
The books that you might seek.
Sure, just I'm not so interested in prolonging my life, just in the process itself.
Well, I think the best thing to do would be to speak to someone with some of that experience, or someone that has attempted or completed such a ritual.
Yeah, I don't think that they would go around advertising that.
Me neither, which is why it's kept quite private.
Sure, okay.
This is probably silly, but why? Why wouldn't they share that knowledge?
Well, the nature of most liches,
May kind of like sits back in her seat with her mug.
is not entirely benevolent historically.
Oh, are they bad folks?
Well, I wouldn't want to paint with too broad a brush, but typically anyone that wants to extend their life or protect a piece of their soul, it touches into dangerous territory.
Sure.
It's that type of changing of the self. Some might not consider it too different than what's being done to the wolves and wildlife here.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh,
Changed into something unnatural.
I see.
So what you mean to say is in principle, not in process.
Yes. Do you have, is this matter relevant to your research and your quest?
Well, it is, yeah, in fact. Like you said, it's happening here.
And wanting to understand how it's done.
Yeah.
Make another persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, okay. A little better. A little bit better.
Later.
Oh, wait.
There is one. A witch near the town of Sodra who may know something. She would guard the knowledge closely, but she could help you.
Well, we're kind of going that way. It's a bit out of the way, though. But I mean, you know,
She's there.
after after we do what we're going to do, maybe we might have a little bit of time for a break to look into stuff.
Well, if things go the way we want to, we'll be able to get around a little bit easier. So, yes.
Yeah.
This isn't related to your conversation just now. I'm itching to ask. How much do you know of my people?
We have done some business with some tribes of your people. We have done some trading in some of our journeys. The squads that I've been in, we've passed through Orcish territory and negotiated travel occasionally.
Did you ever come across a village named Pierfola?
I heard of it. Yes, we did come near to that territory once.
That is my home.
You are far from it.
Well, it's a long story, but when everyone but you disappears, then ideally go searching.
Well, I hope you find them.
I think I will. Soon.
And
Thank
you know,
you.
of course, I'm glad that your people have such a strong advocate. And do you, Nova, are you from Slag, also in Oshana?
I am from Slag. It's been quite the adventure leaving it.
May I ask what led you away?
There was someone who kind of needed a bit of protection on their journey, as well as for me to testify about things that had happened while she was in Slag. Yeah. And then I met this fine crew and saw that there was a need. They got soft underbellies.
Well, I know what that's like, he says, patting his own stomach. It must have been quite important to take you away.
The more I'm away, the more I'm realizing there are benefits to getting to see the world on your own.
Certainly. Was there anything else I could help you all with?
I need to remember if we have any stuff.
Do you do the thing that May does, where you can still, you can see through the eyes of your friend?
Oh, yes. I try not to at every turn, but yes, when necessary.
Of course, I mean, I would. Of course. Interesting. I'm glad that there is a way for you to still do that, to appreciate the world.
As am I. And I think I am better for seeing the world through the eyes of an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Not that humans are quite so different.
Well, that's not really an animal, is it?
A human? Oh, I am.
No, the snake.
Well, he is an animal of some kind.
Do snakes count as animals? I don't.
Well, I mean, snakes count as animals, but
Fey
a
creatures.
familiar is, it's a spirit.
Oh,
Not just
Oh.
Fey.
really? I,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The form
Yeah,
he
I
chooses is
mean-
animal, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't think that I have anything else. I guess.
Do you have any questions for us?
Well, if you do venture to the witch in the north, do exercise caution in speaking with her. She gives little away for free, especially knowledge, and especially private knowledge. Do I have any questions for you all?
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the Lord of Flowers?
Well, I haven't. Tell me more.
Oh my god.
I think not. I think you've given me all quite a bit to review. Thank you for sharing your story.
So, going back to your specialty of rituals and objects, do you know the magic of, of making a wish?
I know that it's quite powerful.
Do you know of any, like, rumors or means to perform that?
Do I? Well, some fairy tales.
Sure.
Tales of the gods. Nothing more. Nothing real. I assume the magic is real, but I'm sure whatever it is lies beyond mortal grasp.
Nothing that sticks out to you.
Nothing in particular.
Okay, just curious.
Well, I
Well.
suppose it's past my bedtime. It is approximately exactly 11:23 at night.
Ooh, that is late.
It's been a long time talking. He folds up his book and kind of does like a bow, and Ion kind of slithers back up his.
Did he
his
say
cowl.
the exact time?
No,
Okay.
No.
I thought he
that was
said
me.
I know that time wizard.
Hey.
No.
I point at May and then I point.
Spider-Man meme.
But I bid you all a good night.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Please, this is great information. Enjoy the evening. And he kind of goes back up the stairs towards the rooms.
I thought it was worth asking about the wish. That's what the Maw was trying to do, so I thought maybe all of them were trying to do that.
I think that might have been his path to try to get the city or to do what they're trying to do.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole thing is it's, 3 great wishes, or foul wishes. So I
Yeah.
thought maybe that was, literal.
Yeah.
Well, and we didn't. We kind of messed up at the end there, and the Maw did kind of get away, so who's to say he's not devising something somewhere else?
Well, that's true, but at least he doesn't have a Demarcog anymore.
It's
Yeah.
good.
He's got to find a new way to do whatever nasty shit he was
Have we-
going to do.
Have we talked to Rubicon and Nova about the Democog? The great.
Yeah, I
society
think-
picture?
I
You
think that was
all
covered.
That was
the body
part of the
wars.
download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good.
Quinn loves talking about his secret order of bards that he's a part of.
I mean that he's definitely not a part of.
It's a
Definitely
secret,
not. It's
guys.
a total secret.
It's a secret.
Is there anything that you all wish to do with the rest of your night?
Do we want to look in the long dark? Or
Oh,
do we
yes.
want to... Well, I mean, that's up to Rubicon.
Well, I'm a snake right now. I've come out of a snake. And I come back. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good to look in the long dark. The big hole. That'd be cool. But I'm good to do whatever you all want. If y'all think this place is safe too, we can roll on out.
Yeah, I think that's. I think we can leave it to these guys to handle this. Honestly.
That's fine by me. It seems like they're pretty capable.
Yeah.
The sooner we get moving, the sooner we get to see my people. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We should check out the long dark though, just to get an idea of like what it is and how it works.
a first-hand account.
That's not
Yeah.
a bad idea.
Yeah, it's just
Let's go
just
check
an
it
in
out.
and out.
Yeah, just a
quick-
quick
Just a
in and out.
20-minute adventure.
In and out of the
20
hole
minutes.
as fast as we can. Like,
Oh
just-
yeah. If I
yeah.
had a nickel.
Just get in there, finish real quick, and
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you're in there longer than 5-10 seconds max, like, you're probably doing it wrong.
yeah, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
You just get down there. You come
What about
inside.
efficiency?
Yep.
You come.
So
come
anyway,
Come.
while
So
while they're doing that, I would love to actually like take some time to get away from it all and go outside and actually try and commune with the Lord of Flowers to some degree. Kind of
Okay.
feeling like maybe if this is where this is, maybe it is where that is, and maybe I can
Mhm.
do the thing.
Make a wisdom check.
Okay. No, it was so close to a natural 20. It
Oof.
it literally
Ugh,
was a natural
the
20. And then it
tease.
just like,
Teak.
all right.
So you spend some time trying to connect. It is quite difficult here. There are moments where like the golden like veins of the earth kind of come into your view and then it gets cloudy again. It's quite hard to focus.
I think I'm going to get into this habit, but I'll say it now. But I think generally we can assume it's a little bit of a habit. Anytime I take the time to do that, to try and connect, at the end of it, I will find some safe ground near where I was and plant one of the white flowers.
Okay.
Hmm.
Good to know.
Mhm.
The white flower that you plant kind of curls a little bit like it's fighting and then, unfurls. But it feels weak. The sense that you got as you were kind of tapping into the earth was almost like an irritated or like a rash a little bit. Like just the nerves were kind of raw.
Yeah.
The rest of you, or as Koigrim rejoins you, are you going down to the long dark?
Yes.
Do
Okay.
it. Do it. Do it.
Let's go see what's down there and get in the hole.
We love getting in the hole. So you descend into the cellar of Minda's place. It looks like it has been like long since kind of nailed, like the floor has been repaired. But you remember where it is. You can pull up the boards if you wish. It's easy enough to do. It just looks like she's had the money to have it properly like repaired.
Well, I would hate to mess this up, but
You can always
mean, if it's-
reboard it.
Does anyone have like some like repairing magic or something? Oh,
I have a little bit, yeah.
so
But maybe kind of, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll just pull up a board and probably one is good. Rubicon can fit in.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Great.
pull up the board. There is a large hole in the ground that kind of goes straight down a ways. Are you just hopping right in, Rubicon?
Yeah, I think we're going to use what's a good underground thing? A good old fashioned creature of some sort. I don't know. Um oh
Do we want
god.
DG to go
Prairie dog.
with?
I'm prairie dogging. I don't even know like what a good let's
Cat.
go with
You want to?
let's go with a fucking
Vole.
she got the spider.
Mongoose. Oh.
Spider.
Booter!
Spider.
Beer.
Beautiful.
Can I? Do you want DG with you as like a guide?
Sure, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give DG. I'm gonna pull DG out and send DG with Rubicon.
It
The
smells
spider is
just
a
the
friend.
same.
Just
Beautiful.
the same, right? Welcome home.
So you two descend into the long dark. It goes down about like 10-ish feet. And then it is just straightforward, a straight tunnel.
Okay.
We
We will carefully climb along.
cool.
Yeah.
I think I have an image for this. Maybe I don't, but whatever, that's fine. We have the basement.
There you go.
I'm just gonna check something real quick. It's no big deal. Okay. Sorry.
Have to check something. It's not-
Sorry, I'm just checking something really quickly. Okay. So you proceed into this tunnel, and it just goes and goes and goes, and it's just a straight line. About halfway through, are you going the speed of like a human, or are you going at the speed of a spider?
What's spider speed?
That's my favorite question I've ever been asked. Yeah, so it would let me look this up. It's going to be about the same.
Okay.
I'm going to say
fine.
probably
20 feet.
Is it 20 feet?
Yeah.
There you go.
Allegedly. Yeah, spider 20 feet.
Giant spider. I can't find fucking giants.
Oh, are you a giant spider?
Oh yeah, I was going to be a large spider if I
Yeah.
could fit through there. If not,
That's
I'll
fine. Let's call it your whatever. It's the same. You're good.
Okay. Okay.
So you go for
It is 30 feet, yeah.
Noise.
an hour and a half,
Okay.
and you reach the halfway mark. Though maybe not meta knowing that. There is, for the first time, a little divot off to the left side of the tunnel.
Okay. Can I see it? Like, is it like
Is.
when you say a divot? Is it like a full ass like
It's like a little.
second passage or like?
No, it's just a little like almost half circle, not room. It's not enclosed,
Okay.
but it's just like a place where the smooth wall goes in and then continues.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll check that out
Yeah.
and see.
You see what looks like a humanoid skull
Oh,
and
good.
the following note.
A note.
Crumbling, barely held together.
Oh gosh.
If you would like to read it out
Oh,
loud.
sure. I'll read it. The voices won't leave me. Everywhere I'm needed. I'm beginning to understand the curse of the bloodline. Can't think, can't speak. Stoic champion, fraud, champion of the people, the cowards, the people. The episodes only get worse. Have to tell someone. Must tell no one. No. We were sent by the ascended, the unfeeling, the indifferent, the ascended. My father said, I must. We are tremendous in greatness. We are tremendous in corruption. Beware the bloodline. Let none ascend the throne. LCW. So it's probably nothing.
It's probably fine. It's hastily scrawled with multiple misspellings and things scratched out. Some words written the same time over top of more words. It's a mess.
We're gonna use our front little mandibles to pick up the paper and gently and hand it up on top of him to like DG. I don't know why. I just assumed DG was riding me, but
Oh, yeah.
like I think naturally, like
of course.
yeah.
Can I eat this? Is it a snack? Okay, that probably means no. That probably means no. I'll just hang on to it. Yeah, so you continue on through the passage. Another hour and a half passes. You're now pushing, like around. It was like 11 or
3 hours, right?
3 hours, yeah.
Should we send a message to Rubicon?
3 hours.
Just keep
Well, I
going.
mean, I guess it took DG quite a while too. I assumed it wasn't a real tunnel.
Quagrim's basically like napping. He's just like in a corner, snoozing.
It did take GG like 6 hours to get through the tunnel when you sent him through the first time.
We'll just hang out if he's not. I mean, I guess if he's not here by morning, maybe we stay 2 nights.
So.
Okay, great. I guess there goes the bed.
Where'd the bed go? We just stay here for 2 days. We get bed for 2 days.
Well, you don't want to sit next to the tunnel unless something happens.
Oh well, yeah, I guess we yeah.
I guess I don't know. I feel responsible to sit here. Sorry.
No, I guess it's fair. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. We should. Sorry, I just thinking about comfort.
If you want to go to bed, if you want to go to sleep, like we can. Not all of us have to stay here.
Okay. Maybe we'll get up and go.
Okay.
Cool. So, Rubicon and DG, as you continue and approach the end of this tunnel, the long dark, you do see like slivers of light kind of poking towards like the end of this tunnel. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention.
Yes.
I apologize. As you kind of pass that halfway mark, there is this crazy like stomach flipping feeling. It kind of feels like you have just been on like a roller coaster that did one of these, but you didn't move anything crazy. You just all of a sudden your stomach's upside down.
I love that.
So there's that.
Can spiders throw up?
Want to find out?
Let's
Roll
do
for
it.
it.
Roll
We're
a
just gonna go back
constitution
and
check.
forth through that area.
Roll a constitution check.
Okay. It'll be a spider con. Go. Spider con. 5.
You somehow hurl something.
I throw up out my ass. It's web.
It's just diarrhea.
It's just diarrhea web.
Nasty. So you diarrhea all over the long dark and then
Yeah.
approach the end of the tunnel. And there are these kind of slivers of light kind of coming through. Almost like a grate, like there's a light above a grate or something. You look up and that's exactly what it is. It's a grate and you see like kind of a marble ceiling above you. But otherwise there's not too much to see. You can kind of see vaguely like the outline of boxes.
Ooh, okay. We'll kind of like. Oh man.
You're a giant spider. You will
Yeah,
not
I'm
fit
a
through the
giant spider.
grate.
Yeah, I know. There's not much you can do with that except get small. Yeah, we'll drop the giant spider form first.
Mm-hmm.
And as Rubicon is small,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this like. I know it's a grate, but I don't know what kind of
DG
with
would
dimensions.
fit through it.
DG will fit?
It's like your typical, like if you imagine like a New York city sidewalk, like grate.
Okay. Gotcha. In that case, we'll just fuck it. We'll look to DG and as Rubicon be like, can't beat them, join them, and we'll just transform into a rat as well, and
Yeah.
we'll be
Why not us?
two rat boys. Like, oh, this is good.
It's kind of great, right?
It's pretty great. I also
Okay.
kind of forget you can talk now. And I didn't know you couldn't talk before. This is just things I forget.
But now I'm talking my native language.
Yeah, you are, and
Because
I'm,
we're just talking rat together.
Yeah, this is weird shit.
I'm super into it.
I am too.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
DG in his little vest scampers up into
Guy
the.
had a vest.
He scampers up the grate. And as you follow, you emerge into a space that kind of looks like some sort of. It's chilly. It looks like this room is used to hold like food, used to wash things. There's multiple like sinks. One of the walls is just lined with like sinks. And there's one door in and out. It's currently closed. You could probably squeeze through the underneath, but
We'll go over and give a good whiff, a good whiff and a peek under the door, see if there's anything immediately alarming.
so as you kind of peek underneath, there are a pair of like high heels that kind of click past the door that you're kind of peeking out from. You are hit with the overwhelming smell of rhubarb.
Ah. Okay. Let's try to peek our little rat boy head underneath the door. Get a look.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Let me just... wait, I have to change something really quick just so I don't
Sure
go
thing.
crazy.
Do your thing.
I'm sorry.
You're totally fine.
I swore I'd be more organized.
Organizations for losers.
For nerds. What are we, nerds? Oh boy.
Okay. I just had to change something. You see this figure. A woman who looks to be a little bit older. She's wearing these beautiful silk robes. Very, very clean in appearance. This silver blonde hair that's kind of tied back in an elaborate bun, held in place with a nice clip.
Is there any indication that she's like armed and by extension also in terms of like magic? Like, does she have some sort of focus or some sort of presumed component pouch on her? Like, does she seem more, or does she seem more like kind of civilian? Like, yeah, not so much.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
We're so perceptive. Papa Booey. 32.
Beautiful. You don't see anything that looks like it could be a spellcasting focus. You don't sense anything, or are you? You're just kind of looking for like a cursory.
I'm looking her up and down like basically a threat assessment is
Okay.
what I'm kind of getting at here.
Definitely not carrying any weapons.
Mm-hmm.
She has a dangerous kind of vibe, but it's hard to place it.
Sure.
you get the sense this is a simple rat might be fooled. You are not. This person, just the vibe is very bad.
Okay.
It kind of makes your little rat skin crawl a little bit. And she
What-
approaches. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I was just gonna say what I know. She was walking by. What is she doing? Like what? Like
She is walking toward another woman that is
Okay.
kind of walking the opposite way.
Uh-huh.
Not like beelining towards this woman in blue that you see, but she's kind of head straight ahead, not really like making eye contact, just kind of walking. And this woman grabs her arm. Let me just show you the other woman that she's speaking to. She grabs this woman in these more like gray kind of beautiful robes, just grabs her by the wrist as she's passing. You need to watch your tongue. And lets her go and keeps going.
Hey.
And the
Is-
younger woman kind of like does one of these politicians and keeps walking.
Okay. I think that'll be enough for Rubicon. Yeah, I mean, if they're walking away, Rubicon's gonna just be like, all right, cut the loss, or just that's enough. Gonna grab DG by the vest, be like, we're out of here, buddy.
You don't want to say
Let's
hi
get-
to Sweetie?
Oh, we're getting the fuck out of here, buddy. Nope. And is gonna haul ass back to the grate.
Mhm.
And unless stopped,
Mhm.
I'm gonna scurry my little happy rat ass down, back into the tunnel.
Cool.
Dropping the rat form as soon as I get down there, and then going my size, beelining back to the group to tell them everything.
Rushing, you make it back in an hour and a half instead of 3 hours. Just going.
Yeah, telling the group like all about the woman, the smell of rhubarb, her being a big old meanie butt, and talking about the totally tubular tummy feels along the way.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's what I saw.
Was there space enough for people in there?
I mean, there was space for people like in the tunnel, yeah. And in the rooms, yeah. But like getting through the grate's gonna be a challenge. Like I had to be like DG and to squeeze through there.
Okay. So maybe infiltrating through the long dark isn't really gonna pan out.
A question. Like I know you said the ceiling was or I could see marble. Did that look like the court in Asteria? Like or because I know it was. I
Good
know
question.
Asteria was all pretty nice and kind of white marbly too.
Yeah, it didn't look dissimilar from Asteria, but it looked more like the marble that you'd seen in Narrow.
Okay. I
Good
Kinda
thought.
yeah.
I'm a little bit mad about it now.
Yeah. Never know.
You're giving them ideas. Shush.
just was curious. Okay, yeah. So, well, I mean, we can probably assume it goes to Narrow or Asteria. I don't know. I've not yet made my mind up on that. But I mean, we could if that's the capital. That's our end. Just something to consider, I think, at the very least. I know we're not going with the whole direct assault and whatnot, but yeah, that lady, she gives me bad vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pull up DG, but you seem to like her so much.
I did like her before. I kind of know what the other guy is talking about, though.
Yeah.
Coming back and seeing her a second time. It was a little bit, bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like to give her a lick again.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we could give her a lick like this, though. A bow.
A knuckle sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lick of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, get him, man.
He does a little wind up and does a tiny little rat punch on your thumb, Quinn.
Ow. Jeez.
Was it pretty good?
That wasn't bad. I would stick to biting, though.
I'll stick to biting. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think your bite is worse.
Can I have a sword?
Do you want a tiny sword?
Well, for me it would be regular size, but yes. I'd love to learn how to use a sword.
I guess that's a good point. Hey Nova.
I could probably make him a sword. I have a little, I have my jewelry making kit.
Could
You make
teach him how
jewelry?
to use it?
Teach him to use it.
Yeah.
So
Aren't
here's
you
the
one who
thing.
uses a sword.
Who would DG be fighting with the sword?
I don't know. Let's just give him. I just lean into Nova. Just give him. He just wants a sword.
Okay, I can make him the sword, but as far as teaching him to fight, it's important to know your opponent for what type of strategy you need.
I can fight the little guys.
He can fight the little guys.
The little me-sized guys. Or if I can get in on big guys.
Maybe get to a vital area.
Big weak spots.
What
We
if
can
just-
start with a sword and see where we go.
What if we just let DG and
Pompey.
Pompey and
I would
Fable.
love to be
Fable.
better acquainted with Pompey and Fable.
Yeah.
they could just hash it out.
Hash what out?
I just the figuring out of how to fight. That because
Well, we have a trained fighter here with us. Well,
The
Yeah, I
three of
agree.
us can take a group lesson.
a
There you
group
go.
lesson.
I actually would like a lesson. I don't really know how to fight with.
Look, this is great.
Okay.
well actually, Rubicon, I think I could. You don't use weapons, right?
Well, not yet, but I could.
I
Could you imagine if I was a bear with a sword?
That would be
Sure.
pretty great.
That would be hilarious.
I'd be terrified.
Well, we could definitely get a sword for Rubicon if that's what you so want. I can fashion a sword for DG.
Yes.
Pompey is not interested in fighting.
Okay.
And Fable, what form would Fable want to fight in? Are we needing 8 little octopus swords, or
Ah,
Just a sword in the beak, kind of a.
That's so scary.
just chuck an octopus wielding 8 swords.
Just like an underwater food processor.
Just. Well, as
Watch
you
you
all consider and
Mm.
go back up the stairs and find your beds for the evening,
Yes.
I think maybe perhaps that's a good place to end.
Yeah,
That is a good place to
Yeah.
end.
that's fair.
What if we didn't make swords for them, but we went to like a sandwich shop and we got the little plasticky swords they use to keep
Now
the
we're
thing together? And those are
talking.
I guess those are the practice swords, right? But
Yeah.
So DG has eventually got to start taking character classes, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know which direction he was gonna go, but it sounds like he might be going fighter.
We'll
I could see
see.
him being a swashbuckler, honestly.
Yeah, me
well,
too.
I could see Rogue.
He's
Oh.
charismatic.
I can so see
like-
Rogue.
Yeah.
Was it?
Like-
We established last time. Was it Despero? Is that what we're?
Yeah.
like vibes,
Bro,
right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Good stuff.
Or we
There's
get
a shocking amount of mouse material for you to pull from.
As there should be.
That's true.
Um,
Reap it
Nikki?
cheap.
DG is a rat.
Fine, then you only get to watch Secret of Nim. Fuck you.
Okay. Or five will go west.
Yeah.
If Fievel's a mouse.
Isn't he?
A rat.
He's a mouse.
Oh,
Come
never
on.
mind. Fuck Fivel.
Oh,
I want to
hope that
learn
rat's-
from the mouse
he's
himself.
a child. God damn, fuck.
I hope he's burning in hell.